Welcome to Friemersheim. It's like a small little farming town. And today's walk I've never done before. This is where there's a heap of paintings done by, I can't remember his name now, but he's done it on the buildings, on some of the old little houses here. And it's like a tourist attraction for this town. Beautiful paintings, from a rhino to a buffalo to all kinds of things on old farming houses. No, you must be in it. Considering how little rain we've had, I'm actually surprised at the amount of water in this little river here. It's almost more running here than what there is in the Swart Rivier, which is our main catchment in George. Bit of a surprise actually. Nice off-road. Now it's all becoming more enclosed farming communities, surrounded by farms here. Butterfly Creek bush camp. That looks nice. We've covered quite a couple of miles on off-road like this farm road. I don't know if it's like municipal road or not, but it's in a fairly good condition. Passing several farmhouses. Hello. Hello. He's not 100% sure. He's not used to having people here. Passing several farms and farmhouses. I'm not 100% sure about the size of the farms here. It could be 100 hectares, 200, maybe more, but a great area to live in when you're surrounded by communities like this. All the people coming up, and that peak with its little tower at the top there probably has a name in this area. Now somewhere here is where we finally get to turn left or right. I think it's going to be left, where we turn here into the plantations. We're waiting to hear if we're supposed to go left or right or straight here. But it entered plantations here now. This looks like definitely a municipal road with some traffic from time to time here. But the odds are that it's straight. I hear a noisy motorbike far away from here. Just when things started getting more peaceful, you get this guy obviously having fun here with his motorbike. Quite like this spot. Here you've got a road here and a road there. This block here is totally invasive. Here you've got a cross between invasive, but maybe 80% invasive, and some pine, although pine is also technically invasive. Got this road coming up here, and a road there, and a road there. That there is plantation, not rows, no orderly rows. And this here is plantation. And some of the people coming up here. But this here, there's no, I've noticed with all the plantations that they do clearly seem to work with, that there's no rows that were actually planted in any particularly orderly fashion. And then of course the best part of all is further ahead there's clearly some indigenous trees there. That's what I'm looking forward to. Sorry if it's shaking a bit here. And this is the photo I sent to the people on the group. Presumably this is Willie, but I think there's a waterfall, to my knowledge there's a waterfall further up there. This must be quite spectacular when it's running over and there's been heavy rain. Some of it running over here and down there. Pipe at the bottom there. Cool. Let's see how many of the other people also decide to come onto the dam wall here. Let's call it a dam. I think we can call it a dam.
It's a swim spot.
It's a swim spot, says Janina. Huh? It is. I'm gonna go here. Obviously this must be Willie's waterfall. It sure is a spectacular little waterfall here. Imagine what this must look like if it's been raining. Look at the moss. Greenery. This has got to be one of the most beautiful waterfalls I've seen. Really, really is beautiful. We've been taking this off-road for quite some time, going through forests, and anything from pine forest to blue gum trees. Blue gum trees are also, like I was saying earlier, also invasive, but at least they're a little bit prettier than wattle trees. And we eventually, what I noticed about this off-road was that it's actually in an immaculate condition, which tells you it doesn't even have corrugation. So that tells you that there's hardly any traffic on it, because there's no corrugations on it. The more traffic, the more corrugations you would see on it. And then suddenly, so let me take you back again without swinging too fast, because that makes one dizzy. Road becomes this tar road here. I wasn't expecting this. And here we get to this road, old road. Friemersheim to your right and Great Brack to your left there.
My youngest daughter was allowed to go
almost as pretty. It just happens to be a tar road here now.
because they were just as strict as
Ruben Farm accommodation, 1 kilometer. The dinner, electrical welding, plumbing.
I was telling
Interesting.
Paul about this.
I love the farming, the old staff houses that are all in a good condition here as well.
This is now, but the guy is a bit...
Back at our parking spot here. This was now fun, something totally different. Back in Friemersheim, community town, farm town, call it what you like. I love their bus stops. It's like made of concrete here. Thorough, good cover from the elements here compared to the ones that we have in George. So 3 of us are back at our starting spot here. We're waiting for the rest, so we must probably be quite far ahead of them. But anyway, this was now something a bit different today. That waterfall certainly made up for it, so thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed that waterfall. and say goodbye to Janine and to Helena there. Bye, and catch you next time somewhere. Click like and subscribe, by the way.